Journalist Matas Kurat says the Bentley Bentayga is really impressive. It's big, expensive, and luxurious, but you might not appreciate all the work that goes into making it when you see one on the street. So he's come to Bentley's plant in Crewe to see how this super SUV is produced. Surrounded by idyllic countryside, the Crewe factory is located in Cheshire, and the northwest of England. Along with the Bentayga, Bentley also produces other luxury cars, like the Flying Spur, the Mulsanne, as well as the coupe and convertible versions of the Continental here. But unlike at other plants, the cars are made by people rather than robots. They're also made with wood, lots of wood. Matas says weeks before the actual production begins, everything starts with this sheet of wood, more or less. The 0.6 millimeter thick veneer gives the interior of every Bentley, and actually every Bentayga, a truly individual touch. That's because every piece of wood is different. If one sort is used up, it can't be replaced. All of the veneer used in a vehicle is cut from a single piece of wood. For larger surfaces, several sheets of veneer, known as leaves, are painstakingly glued together to create a perfect mirror image. The wood is then cut into the desired shapes using a laser before being attached to a backing and placed into a sandwich press. Then it's sanded down over and over again. The surface must be perfectly smooth before the wood inlays can be lacquered and polished. But a Bentley is made of more than wood. The hide from 7 cows goes into making the leather upholstery for each Bentayga, preferably from cattle that have grazed in mountainous regions, free of fences and mosquitoes. With their well-trained eyes, Bentley workers find and mark any imperfections in the leather. Then they cut it, with a little help from a computer. Taking the markings into account, the machine arranges all of the pieces needed in a way that reduces waste to a minimum. The rest of the work is then once again done by hand. Upholstering all the seats for a vehicle can take many hours. Matas says you only find this tool in the cafeteria at most car plants, but Terry here finds it also comes in handy for making steering wheels, as he shows us.
I see, very interesting, so that you also have always have the same distance between the holes.
Yeah, the same pitch all the way down.
Matas is intrigued that such a simple utensil can help to produce a high-quality steering wheel, and the finished product will look like this one here. It has this really fine stitching, which, thanks to the fork, is as even as it should be. Everything is handcrafted by people like Terry, and the steering wheel is really the most important instrument in a car, Matas says, because your hands are on it all the time. Even during assembly, robots are only used to assist the workers, like here, where they help install the dashboards. Tasks that are normally performed in seconds at other plants can take several minutes at Crewe. To ensure that the workmanship is top-notch, every screw, every panel, every wire is put in by hand, even at the vital stage where the body is fitted onto the chassis. Matas says after this weeks-long odyssey, a new Bentayga rolls off the assembly line every 15 minutes or so, ready for delivery.